Reuben, we need to talk.
Can it wait, Portia? I need to find Janet.
Forget about Lim. You should be more concerned about your party in the garden.
What's the issue? The guests appear to be having a good time.
Reuben, you have a full schedule tomorrow, so please don't get carried away. I strongly suggest you hit the hay while I wrap up the party. I need you to be sharp and ready in the morning, which you won't be if you don't get proper rest.
Portia, don't start this again.
Start what?
Trying to control everyone. You're overstepping the boundaries.
I'm just looking after you.
Helping to manage my business is one thing. Monitoring my every step is another. Sometimes it feels like you're trying to put a leash on me. You need to take it easy.
If I take it easy, I'm afraid our deadlines will become nothing more than wishful thinking.
Perhaps. But keeping an iron grip on everything doesn't do much good either. If anything, it makes me lose concentration.
It's not my fault you're struggling to focus. If you want to blame something, blame all the trivial distractions, like this gathering.
Please enlighten me as to how they impact my work.
Instead of resting, you waste your time with these people. People like Lim.
I am honestly tired of hearing you insult Janet or any of my other guests.
It is beyond my comprehension why someone like Lim would matter to you.
Janet and I have been friends for a long time. She's almost family to me. I just cannot understand why you despise her so much.
Well, let me see. She's hysterical, annoying, and worst of all, a leech. The way I see it, she's using you to promote those scribblings she calls literature.
I get it, Portia. Fantasy isn't your favorite genre. But that doesn't change the fact that Janet is a brilliant writer. If you'd read any of her work, you'd understand.
And waste time on a writer who exploits you to advertise her trivial writing?
Are you referring to the time I endorsed her books in an interview? I did that once, Portia. You need to let it go.
She took advantage of you. It doesn't matter how many times it happened.
You're wrong. Janet never needed my help because she's a great novelist in her own right. She's been a best-selling author since her first novel hit the shelves.
Oh, Reuben. High sales figures don't mean quality. For pity's sake, we're talking about the childish fantasies of a frustrated woman. How this literature gets so much attention is beyond me.
You sound green with envy, Portia.
Of Lim? Don't make me laugh.
Why else would her popularity bother you so much?
It's not her success that bothers me, but the time you waste on her. Lim only distracts you from your work, Reuben. You'd be much better off without her.
You don't seem to get my relationship with Janet at all. I need an anchor in my life. Someone I can turn to for support. Janet gives me that. She will always have a place in my life, and you should respect it.
It's your call at the end of the day. Just don't expect me to be best friends with her.
I guess this is all the common ground we're likely to find. There's no point continuing this conversation.
I disagree. There's still a party going on outside.
Portia, could you please just drop it?
Reuben, be reasonable. It's late and we all have a long day tomorrow.
I guess you're right. It's best for everyone to get some rest before leaving. I'll say goodbye to the guests.
I can pass on your regards to them. You should go get ready for your night's rest.
All right, but I need to talk to Janet first. She wanted to discuss something. Did you see her?
She went downstairs a few minutes ago.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her now.
May I ask what is so urgent?
I'm not sure, but she said it was important.
I see. In that case, it might be better if you leave it be. Given how flirtatious she was with you over dinner, I can guess what it is she wants to talk about.
Janet, flirting? Please, Portia.
She has feelings for you, Reuben. And I doubt that's going to sit well with the cowboy superstar if he finds out.
It's really none of your business, Portia.
I'm just looking after your well-being. This situation might lead to you fighting with your friends, which won't do you any good.
You're making too many assumptions. We don't even know what Janet wants.
Come on, Reuben. She clearly intends to confess her feelings for you. Just look at how she spent the weekend chasing you around while ignoring her own man. And don't forget her awkward calls over the last few months. Calls you never replied to.
Well, regardless of what Janet wants to discuss, I can't keep avoiding her.
Please don't tell me you return Lim's feelings. You two can't be together, Reuben. You have to reject her. Think of your friendship with Trainer.
I appreciate the advice, but I don't need it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to see Janet.
Suit yourself, but I'd suggest you take this conversation somewhere private. You don't want anyone to overhear you by accident, do you?
You're right. It'd be best to keep our conversation private. Could you ask Janet to come see me in the study?
Of course, Reuben.
Thank you, Portia. And please be kind to her.
Last time I saw Janet, she was going down to the basement. She should still be there. This party should be over by now. Ugh, what a mess. I'm just glad I'm not the one who'll have to clean it up.
Listen, Alice, I'm sorry I let you down, but you've got to give me more time. I know fans have been demanding a sequel, but an extra month won't hurt. I guarantee you I can get it done. I have people working on the final draft. Yes, they do lack my touch, but what do you expect me to do? These days, I'm not capable of putting a single goddamn sentence together. Don't tell me to relax, Alice. I will make sure the draft is finished by the end of the month.
Well, well, well.